What is up, ladies and gentlemen, to the second episode of All Vulgar podcast, still title in the works. I am your host, Nathan, the creator of All Vulgar, that has now been actively trying to make videos. I am here again with the good buddy of mine,
Hey Lub, how we
Kalab.
doing? That's me talking in third person.
It's Kalab. But yeah. Did you?
I am the podcast director.
Oh, sure. Um, So they, I was just thinking about your name, by the way.
Mm,
Did you notice? So so to catch everyone up, me and our significant others are in like a group chat, and his fiance misspelled his name, and it's just funny to me how your name is pronounced. I'm sorry, completely off topic. Anyway, we're here with the second episode. We're just gonna be covering stuff that's been going on. We're um, mainly talking about recently with like the Nintendo stuff and um, the Super Bowl that happened, right?
yep, lots to talk about. 2022 is going to be a very big year for video games, movies, TV shows, everything really.
Right. I mean, I would like to do. Man, I'm still like baffled on this, like with uh the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff. How it's the third highest grossing movie.
Yeah,
Fucking crazy. And I only saw it once. I'm like, damn, that's crazy to me. It's actually fucking wild. Um, but yeah, we're just now we're basically playing a little catch up on what's been going on with us and what we've been doing, and gonna try to and we'll talk about that later on what other videos were that are in the works. But right now it's podcast time. So um
Nathan, how are you?
I'm fucking tired. I sleep like a degenerate because my hours are so messed up. So I am
Uh,
very
what
tired.
games, what games, movies, or TV shows have you been watching or getting into or playing?
Uh I mean the one I just recently finished is actually I actually just finished Peacemaker
Peacemaker, really?
on HBO
What'd you think of
Max.
that?
It's okay. It's
Okay.
it's like almost like if Deadpool is DC almost. Um
Hmm.
except it's more like except John Cena's more ripped.
Right.
It, it's basically a story that takes right after the Suicide Squad movie, the new one.
Yeah.
So like it continues on from that. It's I mean it's pretty good, but it's like it's something I've seen before
Yeah.
basically. But I don't know. I like the more adult stuff when it comes to like superheroes, whatever. Like I'm sick of
Yeah.
the 2012 Avengers style where everything is safe and meant to appeal to a huge audience type deal. So like, you know, every there damn, that'd be a fun drinking game. Every time they say fuck in Peacemaker, we would have to like drink, but I don't drink anymore, but I'm just saying that'd be a really interesting drinking game just because it's so like mature. It's almost like a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Like it's they really dig into like saying like fuck and shit, and like there's no like a censor word to they're not trying to like beat around the bush on needing to say fuck basically. um yeah, I just finished that maybe a week ago, and I've been playing a lot of Lost Ark, like a shit ton. This game, it's a free to play MMO. It's really satisfied my itch on MMOs, so it makes me happy.
Mm.
um,
Um,
yeah, it's good.
Me and Chanel. have been watching, or binged all of season 4 of Disenchantment on Netflix. Um,
What is that about?
Super good. So, basically, it's about this princess who is meant to become queen, but she doesn't want to. She wants to do everything to avoid her like royally duties. And so she does like a lot of drinking. She doesn't want to get married. Her father forces her to, which is voiced by John DiMaggio, which we will talk about later
Nice.
in the podcast. But super great in that. So, but it's really good. There's actually a lot of like storytelling and stuff that goes on throughout it. And then game wise, slowly trying to finish Dead Space. There's an achievement that I need, one last achievement, which is to finish the game on the hardest difficulty. It is a fucking chore, even though I've beaten it like 4 times over. I feel like I know every inch of this game, and it is just a chore to be on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah,
So,
it's especially like those fucking older games. Like I always thought of that where obviously back in the day where uh when those games first came out, it's like, oh, this is the standard and whatever. But as like the years progress and you backtrack to those games, like, holy shit, this game is fucking hard.
yeah.
Like that's what the fuck. I mean, the best thing I can relate to is like Skate. Like Skate 1 and 3 are on Game Pass, and I've tried playing those a bit, and it like I realized like, holy shit, like Skate 1 is so much harder than Skate 3, just because it's
Yeah.
like it has a bigger learning curve, so you actually got to put time into the game. But it's like, holy shit, like um yeah, uh I never really understood that until like I started playing the older games like Skate, and I went back once to play like Saints Row 3 just because I was bored one day,
hmm
and it was just like, holy shit. Like this was the standard when it first came out. God damn. Plus I heard Dead Space was an annoying bastard game too. So
All right, well, let's get into it. We have a lot to talk about today in very short time. So let's talk about that Nintendo Direct that was briefly announced for like a day
45
before it
40
actually,
yeah, 45 minutes.
yeah, kind
45
of dropped out of nowhere.
full minutes. Feels good.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are coming to the Nintendo Switch this year and also next year, but the ones I specifically wanted to highlight that are interesting to me at least is the Mario Kart DLC, Mario Strikers, and Nintendo Switch Sports.
Seeing all these Nintendo games just makes me believe they're really gonna push for like like a next gen Nintendo Switch,
Um,
like an updated version. Because like, I mean, it's cool and all, but like these games are great, or I'm gonna imagine they're great. Because I don't really care for Mario Kart, and Strikers is probably gonna be amazing, and the Switch Sports, which finally is coming out. But
mhm.
like, at some point, because people have so much updated hardware, when they jump into like playing the Switch, it's like a downgrade for them. So it's kind of, and that's not me. I'm just saying, like, I imagine someone with like a lot of money playing a Switch and realizing, oh, this is whatever. Like, so it just makes me
Well,
believe with all these games coming out, like a next gen, they're gonna like make these games. Then, like, let's say this December, they're gonna say, oh, next year there's gonna be a new Switch.
I don't think it's necessarily more about graphics than it is just about, putting time and effort into wanting the games to be enjoyable, which has always been Nintendo's standards.
True.
Um,
Sure, they've basically done everything like on their own. They didn't really like follow a meta or anything. I mean,
uh,
but that still brings like the question of like, at least Nintendo should have it like a SSD in their hardware. Like there's again, that's why I said they need to make a new um like a new system, because they need to implement an SSD where load times and uh, because that was like the biggest problem with like Odyssey and and stuff like that was because it was like the old school, the loading screen between like the cutscenes and stuff.
Um, right. I don't know too much about that other than, you know, there's not really any handheld system out there right now. I mean, it was Sony, but they canceled their PS Vita, and I don't think they have plans to rejoin the handheld market. And
No way.
Nintendo has always been known for having handhelds and home consoles, and with the Switch being just both, I mean, they're pretty much just dominating that market right now.
Right. Well, the Steam Deck just came out. Well, I think it's about to release anyway. Like that's gonna be a fucking game changer, to be honest. That's just me. Like, have you seen anything about the Steam Deck? It's crazy.
I have it.
It's literally like honestly, it kind of looks like a fucking Game Boy Advance. Or not, yeah, the advance no, the advance yeah, the advance is the sideways one, right? Where it's like fat, like
Yeah,
wide, you know?
purple one.
Yeah, the purple one.
Hmm.
it's but it's got two joysticks or whatever Joy Cons. It's got a mouse pad thing like around where your right thumb would be. It's got the four buttons, the triggers, and it has back pedals on it. And
Hmm.
it's got a 1080p screen with an SSD in it. So
Interesting.
it's literally meant to be like to run like Steam games. Like back in the day, I think it was like 2014, 2013. Like Alienware tried doing like a portable gaming thing where it was like a small, very small uh like a PC, and they tried selling it as like, oh, it's convenient, it's small, it's basically portable, but it was literally meant to run Steam games. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I'm just rambling.
Uh, yeah, so Mario Kart DLC, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is finally getting DLC. What after what feels like literally 8 years, because that's how long the first Mario Kart from the Wii U has come out, which had DLC for it originally, had two DLC packs, and then you have the Switch version when it got ported to the Switch, which came with like a couple of new characters, carts and a traditional battle mode because originally, I don't know if you knew this or not, but the Mario Kart on the Wii U did not have a traditional battle mode. It had a battle mode, but the tracks were like fucking. It was like just like you would battle like on the actual kart tracks that you would race on, but it was just like you would drive around the track in any way you wanted to fight.
Hmm.
So, um,
So like
Mario
oh
Kart
so
DLC is coming.
so like OG Mario Kart, like with the balloons.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Mario Kart DLC is coming. Uh, there's going to be 48 new courses, uh, released in waves of six, kind of like the Smash DLC in a sense. Between now and at the end of 2023, uh, 48 new courses that are remastered, remixed of tracks from all across Mario Kart universe, including Mario Kart Island or Mario Kart Tour. I'm sorry, um, which is the mobile game
God, I forgot
for
about
$25.
I literally forgot about that game.
Yeah,
God, I actually really enjoyed that game too.
well, we are getting, I think, two or three tracks from it, at least on this first DLC pack. Um, and then
I mean,
Choco Mountain
huh,
and Coconut Mall is also coming, along
how
with
do you
a
feel
couple of
about that
others.
price tag though?
$25, I think it's great, honestly. Like $25 for 48 new courses, that's amazing. Um,
But in
loads of
it,
new.
but isn't it $25 per set?
Nope, $25 for the whole pack.
Oh,
Great, or for
I guess
48
I
courses.
guess I misunderstood because I thought it was $25 per like set. Huh? Yeah, that's not bad. And there's also the I always want to call it the Game Pass method, the Nintendo
Yeah,
Online, where like you get the Animal Crossing DLC and the or expansion, then you get the Mario. No, you get the Mario Kart stuff. I'm just waiting for them to say, "Oh yeah, we also put the Smash Bros. All the Smash Bros. DLC on it too."
Right, which I did forget to mention that it is also included in the Nintendo Switch expansion pass.
Yeah,
So if you don't want to pay $25 for it, you can always just pay $80 and get the Mario Kart DLC, Animal Crossing DLC, and Nintendo's 64 and Sega Genesis games with it as well.
man,
Um, Mario Strikers, how do you feel about that?
I'm fucking hyped.
I know,
It's
can't wait. Four
about
on four.
time, and they're actually. I mean, as long as they add like variety and creativity and like I want to play that. Like, there's definitely gonna be a demo for it, like, or a beta of some kind. Oh, I'll get to that in a second. Um, I forgot to tell you that. But yeah, I just like the one thing I really have an issue, and this is Nintendo being old school and Nintendo like being Nintendo, but like most games, especially nowadays, have like early access or like closed betas or alphas or like something to like tease the public, basically, where it's
Hmm.
like okay, here's a glimpse of what's coming to in like June, because Mario Kart or Mario Strikers is coming in June.
Hmm.
Like, I never understood that mentality. I mean, it's working. I mean, they're making fucking money.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
But I don't know. That's just me. I never
Um,
I never understood that, only because here's the reason why. And this is kind of like a segue, or like a side road. Um, it's because earlier this week I got a email from I don't remember the company, but it's the company who's developing uh the multiverses,
hmm.
the video, the beat 'em up like DC game, or
Yeah,
Warner
Warner
Brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got invited to test the 10-day trial for multiverses starting Friday. And I'm
Ooh.
like, and like you have to sign NDAs, like I can't stream it, I can't record it. Sure, I'm fine with that, but it's like I'm like stuff like that just makes me like, damn, this makes me understand and see the progress of what a game has done. Like, I don't understand why Nintendo doesn't do that. Anyway,
Well, speaking of,
like that was kind of a flex, but whatever.
well, I don't know if you know about this, but Nintendo Switch Sports also got announced, which includes tennis, volleyball. Um, I'd have to look at the full
Yeah,
list,
my,
but
my friends actually got that like 3 hour trial. You know about that? They did a three.
yeah, it is a 2 or 3 day trial. Yep.
Yeah. Two of my buddies played it, and they said, I mean, obviously the game played great, but the servers were trash. they, that's
Yeah.
what they said.
They asked, they actually asked people like if you try it out, like not to stream it, not to talk about it, and stuff like that. You know that? Is there a delay?
My bad. That was my fucking cat wouldn't shut up, so
Oh,
I let him into the room.
oh, did you hear me?
I heard a little bit.
Nintendo Switch Sports, Nintendo asked people that played the game to not stream it, talk about it, clips of it, anything like that.
Oh, so then my fucking last conversation was mute then. Never mind. Which is weird
Um,
because I'm assuming someone actually did that.
oh, I've already seen clips of it like on TikTok and stuff.
Right.
So, but if anyone else wants to know about
Right. You
other games that are being announced or that were announced for the Nintendo Direct, just go to Nintendo.com.
right.
Games like Xenoblade 3 were announced,
I,
Splatoon 3, and other things were also announced for the Switch coming later this year.
I really need to give Xenoblade a chance.
My friend's been trying to get me into it. He has an extra copy of it and he wants me to borrow it so I can play it. And he's like, give it at least like 5 to 8 hours or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, if the game doesn't have me in the first hour or so and it's like brand new to me, like, oof, I don't know. But I'm willing
Well,
to put in the effort and
I
stuff
mean,
for it. So,
so that brings a good question as a guy who loved and still loves Halo.
mhm.
What would you consider like if you're trying a new franchise? What would you say like okay, I have let's say I'm like 2 hours in. If it's not invested to me, I move on. Like, would you consider that like a good amount of time?
I guess it just depends. Like when I played Kingdom Hearts for the first time, because of you, by the way, thank you. Uh,
Shout out.
um, I mean, like I just like when it had came to Game Pass, like I generally played it, and I had kind of already known what it was about, so I was like giving it more of a chance. And when I after you got it for me, and I went back and played more of it or whatever, I started to kind of like understand and stuff, and like I
Like the
found
hype
myself
or
like
like the story?
just like not necessarily story, but just like gameplay and stuff. Like I found myself like liking it, and like I kept playing it and wanting to play it and stuff like that, and it just without knowing it just kept bringing me back to it. So I mean, I
Right.
don't know.
Yep.
I guess it just
That
depends if it can
happens.
catch you within the first. I guess games are different versus like TV shows.
Right. I'm just saying like I mean I felt that way when it came to like Lost Ark, especially
Mm,
since it like everyone was hyping this game up. It's like, oh, okay, this game has been in Korea for a couple years, has not come to America yet. People have been gaslighting this since New World came out, which is another MMO that people have played. I didn't play New World. Lost Ark came out. I'm like, okay, I want to see what the hype's about, and like it took me, I'd probably say like 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I was like, okay, I can really sink my teeth into this bitch. Like I can, yeah. I never like people were like, oh, I played this game for an hour and I thought it sucked, or like I played this game for an hour and it just wasn't for me, whatever. So
yeah,
I feel like an hour's not that's not enough time to get introduced and like with the, like mechanics of a game, story of a game. It should be at least like you know 3 4 hours give or take.
right. Um, Speaking of unrelated topic, real quick to side note, I forced my cousin, who is younger than me, he's in middle school. I forced him to play Minecraft Dungeons, and because originally he didn't want to play with me, and I was like, just play one level, and I was like, if you don't like it after the first level, then you don't have to play it or whatever. And I forced him to play with me and my daughter, who loves it by now. By the way, she was asking to play it when she comes back, but
Nice,
he literally was like playing the tutorial, and he was like, "Oh, I like this," and like just like yeah, we played a couple games of it, and he loves it now. So
nice.
yay,
Just wait till you get to the DLC,
yeah, that's what I told him.
which
So moving on,
we still need to finish.
yes, we do. That'll be upcoming here when we finish Halo. Uh, Moving on, Doctor Strange 2 trailer dropped at the Super
Dope,
Bowl.
fucking dope.
Yeah, it looks good. I already requested off for my job to have the days off to go see it on opening night. So hope you're ready because I'm gonna see it without you.
Or you could buy me a ticket. That'd be great.
You gonna buy me dinner?
I bought you games, motherfucker. Bitch.
So yeah, that looks super exciting. Can't wait to see
And
it.
no, hang on. And I bought you that fucking football skin in Fortnite. Thank you,
Fine.
asshole. Also, when does that come out?
May 6th.
Oh shit, that's fucking soon. The hell?
It is very soon, very very soon. Speaking of soon, Sonic 2 comes out April 8th.
Hell yeah.
And that was also
Yes.
some
That's,
semi-revealed at the Super Bowl. There was another teaser that was released for it. Which news about that? Sonic 2, or before the movie's even out, they already announced that they are in development process for Sonic 3, and Knuckles, which is voiced by Idris Elba, is getting a TV series.
that's weird.
Yep.
That's super weird. Wait, did they say where it's going? Is it Paramount? Yeah,
Paramount.
I thought so.
Uh,
I was just thinking
speaking
like
of,
all the Nickelodeon stuff, and like also to be fair, that you can't really like say, oh, that's a good thing. Like if you remember like the TMNT movies, like how there
mm,
was they were jumping ahead of the like times of like, oh, it this first movie came is about to come out, it's going to do all right, let's make a second one. They make the second one, they confirm that they're going to make a third one. Before the second one came out, it flopped.
yeah,
It flopped. And decided to like, yeah, we're just not going to make a third one, we're going to move on.
yeah. Speaking of TMNT movies, that's also later on in the topic. Um, and then also, uh, speaking of pre-celebratory before it's even released type of deal, Halo, the series, is confirmed to have a season 2 before season 1 has even aired, which
Another
comes out in March.
again, it's another one of those things where I mean, again, I don't know why they're like they're saying these things. Like, again, this is another experience with like TMNT, because I enjoyed those TMNT movies, but I guess I didn't do well enough to make another sequel. Like again,
Power Rangers.
true. I like that Power Rangers. I hated
I did too.
I
It was
hate
great.
I hated the suits. I thought the suits were
Yeah, the suits were kind of meh.
I thought the suits were kind of garbage. Like, I'm assuming I'm not the only one who thinks that, but the helmets were cool. I will say
Yeah,
that the helmets were dope. The
yeah.
suit itself was trash, mega trash. Like, my God, you had one job. Like, how'd you fuck this up so hard? Anyway, um, like I don't understand the movies or companies are like, oh, like there's so much excitement, like for so much build up for this movie, where are you going to start preparing for the second one just in case? Like, that's not how it works. Like,
Well,
that's
I think to combat that, like with the Sonic movie, like the first one before they redes or after they redesigned him, is it was just so well received. And then it was like one of the first video game movies that was actually done very well.
right.
Not comparing to Detective Pikachu because that's based off of the game. Well,
Also,
that's based off of the
to be
Detective Pikachu game, not
to,
the Pokemon movie or
to
series.
be
But
fair, Sonic never was. Sonic as a character was based on the obviously based on the video game, but the movie itself was not based on like Sonic 1 or Sonic 2 or Sonic and Knuckles or whatever. It was like its own, I would say original, but it's definitely wasn't an original story. But
I would say it's original as a story. I mean, they're kind of taking elements and kind of cross-referencing tons of things, like from the
right,
comics to the movies to the
but
not movies to the games
I'm
to the
saying like
TV
the formula
shows.
of that movie, like that guy, I always forget his name. The dude who's helping him,
Tom,
um that
but as Dennis calls him Tim.
yeah, that dude has been in every single like cartoon team up movie since
Yeah,
the late 2000s.
yeah.
Wasn't he in
He did
uh
Peter Rabbit,
yeah,
or not Peter Rabbit, Hop, or
yeah,
whatever the fuck it
yeah,
was called.
he did Hop, he did, wasn't he in uh the bear, what the fuck's his name? God, I guess I'm
Paddington,
no, the bear, the fucking uh the
Yogi.
yeah, Yogi Bear. Wasn't he in that one too?
He was in Hop. He was in.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It confused me because I'm like it's like, oh, I feel like I've seen this movie before, but it added a lot of like Sonic references and a lot of like it was a great introduction for Sonic to be in like a live action movie. I'm saying
Definitely was.
I'm saying like now, because they now have their ground with Sonic, with Sonic 2 coming out, there shouldn't be a reason for like a Sonic 3 already in the works, or like a Knuckles TV show.
Well, I assume. Well, it's probably going to be super, super big to where, um, and maybe they're kind of doing like a Marvel thing, because, I know
For
you probably
who?
think that there's not a whole lot of backstory on. What I mean is like movies to TV show type of deal.
Oh,
Like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because like there's a backstory to like Knuckles, um, like in the movie, like you see like there's a bunch of echidnas
yeah,
chasing
that's what I was about to say.
Longclaw and Sonic and stuff, and how does that tie into Knuckles? Well, I mean,
Also,
in
I
the
had no idea who
games,
that I had no idea who that owl was. By the
it's an
way.
original character. I have no idea who it was either. But
Oh,
it's an original character developed for the movie. That was
oh,
literally
got
for
it.
30 seconds. But um, maybe she'll come back alive. Who knows? But
She becomes
like
Owlman.
Knuckles, like the Echidna tribe, like goes extinct because they go power hungry for the Master Emerald, and there's a guardian that's inside of the Master Emerald, which is uh leads into like Sonic Adventure 1, which is like Chaos, the water thing,
Mm-hmm.
um, which causes it to be released in like anger and like um demolish the whole like Echidna tribe, everybody except Knuckles. Like Knuckles is supposed to be like the last Echidna.
Right.
So it might be like a TV series that leads Knuckles, and then it might lead into Sonic 3. We'll find out. Real quick, back to Halo. Did you hear the hot topic that Master Chief's face is going to
Face.
be revealed?
His face.
Yep. And everybody, and I don't know why, because obviously they're not real Halo fans. They're all bitching about it, about no,
Is
we've never seen his face. If you've watched The Fall of Reach, read the comics, the trailers that they've showed where like it's like him as a kid and they briefly show his face. I mean they fucking show his face in Halo 4. He's the kid that's like laying on the table, like that's John as a kid. Like I mean we've seen his face. It's no
right.
surprise. They're just being dumbasses about it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, better question is who's gonna be playing Chief? That's it's definitely not.
um
It's not gonna be the voice actor from Halo because that motherfucker's like 80.
right. Well, I mean kind of upset because they could have done like a um what's his name? Who's the voice? James Earl Jones. They could have done like a Darth Vader thing where like they had the actor, but like he just didn't do any of the voice lines, and then Steve Downes could have done the voice lines. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
I
His
mean,
name's Pablo Schreiber. Um, he's the character for Master Chief. He
right.
apparently played in Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Oh, fucking wait. Are you talking about
He's
the?
6'5". Jeez. Well, I only say that. That's like 2 inches above me, but whatever.
I mean, he's 6'5". That's fucking taller than me.
Yeah. Anyone's taller
um,
than
that's not true.
you.
Your wife's not. My wife's not. Oh, to cut this. Wait, when is it coming out? March 22nd.
Yep.
Woo! March 22nd. They're releasing the No Way Home 4K Blu-ray.
Ooh.
Yes, I am buying it. Sorry,
Uh, it's
comicbook.com
fine.
got me with the
Mo-
clickbait.
moving down the list, Peacemaker's getting a season 2.
Yeah,
It was well
that
received.
was instantly confirmed. Like
Uh,
Jesus.
Cuphead. I hear lots of good things about Cuphead. I have yet
Uh,
to seen it, but
I'm gonna be honest. I canceled my Netflix so because fuck paying $20 a month for nothing.
you're right.
Well,
And
I'll probably watch it at some point. Like, I think when like Arcane season 2 comes out.
yeah.
Like,
Um,
like honestly, dude, if you have Netflix, I would recommend you and your wife sit down and watch Arcane. Like, you guys know, I imagine you guys know nothing about like League of Legends, but fuck, dude, that show is so good. Like, it's fucking so fucking good.
I will have to give it a shot and talk to her and see what she says about it, but we'll have to check it out. Um, Futurama, Hulu is coming back with Futurama.
Yeah, they uh
Uh,
they confirm yet if Bender's coming back.
no. So for those that don't know, John DiMaggio, which I mentioned earlier about Disenchantment, he voices Bender, uh, and he has recently came out saying that he doesn't know if he will be returning as Bender because he wants to be paid properly for his voice role in that, as he should be, and he is stepping out for other voice actors among the Futurama cast to be paid promptly as well. It has been known on Twitter as hashtag Bendergate, and there's
Mhm.
also been other actors and actresses that have been coming out in support of John DiMaggio. That's about all I have on it, really. I don't know much other than he's still in talks of coming back, so it is neither confirmed nor denied of him coming back as Bender.
Right. I mean, you can't really have Bender in Futurama without that voice actor.
Right. I mean, it's iconic.
I literally sent a gif to so at my job, someone uh someone like thanked me for helping them or something, and they were
Mm.
like, I hit him with that Bender quote saying, "Shut up, baby, I know it." What even shows the gif of him walking like a
Yeah.
weirdo. Yeah, it was funny as hell.
Um, so more updates on that later as it progresses, but I know you said you canceled your Netflix subscription. You might have done that prematurely because BioShock and developers behind it are coming out with a movie for Netflix, BioShock movie.
Huh. I
There's
mean,
no talks about it, whether or not it's going to be live action. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool if it was live action.
I'm gonna drop a hot take. I don't care for Bioshock.
Really? I think it's a pretty neat like small like neat little series.
I mean, it's very underrated. Like
Yeah.
as like a standpoint, like Bioshock Infinite really like blew it up basically for
Mhm.
it just being
Yeah.
especially if it with it just being like a campaign. But like, I don't care. Like, I don't care for it. It's whatever to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have to beat all of them, really. I started getting into it on BioShock 2 for the 360, and then I played a little bit of Infinite, but I've never beaten them all. I need to go back and do that so I can get all the achievements and stuff and actually say that I've played the games.
Right.
Um, but you know,
Yeah. People were um, my group of quote unquote friends. They're like, oh, I never played like Bioshock or Mass Effect. I'm like, I've played a little bit of two and a little bit of three, and didn't touch Andromeda. Like that's I understand it. I respect it. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and say it's garbage or anything. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
I never played it. I had no interest in playing it, to be honest.
yeah. Um, Rounding back to Paramount real quick, Blue's Clues is coming out with a movie, and it's said to be like Spider-Man: No Way Home. It's gonna have the three remaining leads that have previously been in the Blue's
They
Clues
can't.
shows.
The, they can't really compare the Blues Clues movie to Spider-Man: No Way Home. That's
I mean, no, but I think what they're probably gonna do is like there's gonna be some like big mystery or something, or maybe Blue goes missing. I don't know.
oh,
Who knows?
they're secretly from different universes, and they have to come together to find Blue. Actually, that's probably what they're gonna do. But
Well, they're
the
not. I wouldn't say they're not. They're not from different universes, but
but yeah, that was just funny. I did see that article. I was like, what the fuck? Like, like, how do you gonna say it's from? You're gonna compare the two like that? But anyway, that is what it is. People just want to use it for the bait. It just happens.
so SpongeBob is getting like four new movies.
God, I totally
Um,
forgot they're still making like shows and episodes and stuff.
yeah, there's gonna be. It's already confirmed that there's gonna be like a Patrick Star movie that's like his origins or whatever, and there's also gonna be ones that are centered around other characters of the show. Like there's probably gonna be one on.
Sandy
Apparently,
Cheeks,
this has been yep, Sandy Cheeks. She's been in the talks for it for a
Larry the
while, I
Lobster.
guess. Um, maybe
It's
not him.
it's probably gonna be
I,
like
I I'd like to say like they can't really
If
do well, Squidward. Squidward would be
well,
nice.
I'll
They
say
haven't.
if it's three movies and it's all based on like an origin story, it's well SpongeBob. There's been it's already been done.
Mhm.
Patrick for sure. Sandy Cheeks. It's either Squidward or it's Plankton.
Well, I wouldn't say Plankton because they've already done Plankton and Mr. Krabs via like TV show specials of
Oh
like them
right,
growing up
right.
together and how the secret
True,
formula came to be and all that other stuff.
true,
So
true,
they've already
true.
done that, unless they decided to just make it into a movie instead, recycle. But
Dragon Ball Super.
yeah,
Uh,
so
I
um,
mean, yeah, it would probably be Squidward then, more than likely.
all right.
I feel like they've already done that.
I don't believe so.
Mm,
I mean,
mm,
other than he's just a stingy person that lives next to them, I don't really think there's like really any origins to him.
mm. I don't know. I am I just grown out of SpongeBob, so I haven't kept tabs to be honest.
Yeah, just in
So
it for the memes.
yeah, I did it for
Uh,
the memes.
So, how do you feel about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
So I know the origin. Like it's not even like a flex. It's just something I was always interested in,
Mhm.
and like the original design and the original stories for TMNT was supposed to be not as quote unquote friendly.
Mhm.
So like that was kind of another reason why I like those old not old, but the most recent TMNT movies because
Mhm.
it seemed more not as I mean obviously it was, but it seemed more uh adult, I guess.
Yeah.
So it
Um.
then I mean going off topic of that, basically they released a recent comic called The Last Ronin. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but it's more graphic. I'm like, yes,
mm,
fuck yeah. It's more like going close to the origin, but back to the original topic. I like it. That's
Okay. How do you feel about Seth Rogen?
he was great in Lion King.
Mm.
He,
How do you feel about Seth Rogen directing or producing a reboot TMNT movie?
I mean, it's probably not going to be kid friendly, so that's a good sign.
Mm.
Uh, Also, uh, another movie I recently watched was um, uh, I think the movie is called Jobs, the Steve Jobs origin.
Oh, with Ashton Kutcher?
No, what?
Oh,
No,
what?
it's about the history of Steve Jobs and the origin of like how he developed Apple and with Michael Fassbender,
Yeah.
you know, with Magneto.
Hmm.
um, and Seth Rogen plays I can't remember his name, but he played a decent role and like he was great in that. Yeah, Seth Rogen's good.
Well, he's directing or producing, I can't quite remember, but he's doing something with a TMNT movie, and it's going to kind of be like a reboot. And then Nickelodeon is doing their own movies that's going to center around the villains of the TMNT universe.
I mean, they do have like a decent gallery, like
Yeah.
a good size. Shredder, uh, Bebop and Rocksteady, the alien from two, like the movie.
Hmm.
Is it Crag? I don't remember his name.
Crag, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that sounds all right. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit what Nickelodeon does. I don't know what they're doing anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but Seth Rogen producing like its own solo TMNT stuff. That sounds like a. I mean, if I remember correctly, he's only made like, you know, like comedies because I think he produced like Superbad and 40 Virgin. You know, Knocked Up. That's another funny one.
Yeah.
So. Who knows?
So did you see the newly announced Chip and Dale movie? Have you seen the trailer for that?
I had a friend. I had Jesus Christ. I had a friend. So I was like, I was in a party and I was talking to him and like three other people,
Mm.
and I saw that on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I clicked on it. It's like a Chip and Dale movie. Like, how is who is one of the voice actors? It's who's playing
John Mulaney?
um yeah, one of them was I was like, who the hell is this? They're like, I was like, who? It's like, what the hell are you reading? And he goes, oh, they just announced a new Chip and Dale movie. He goes, the stripper.
What the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck? There's a Chip and Dale stripper. That's a thing. He goes, yeah, he's a, he's a popular stripper. I said,
Oh my
how
God.
how do you recognize Chip and Dale that has been around for decades to a stripper? Also, Andy Samberg is playing Dale, by the way. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, Andy
um,
Samberg and
John Milani, yeah.
John Mulaney. Yep.
Jesus Christ. I was like, how do you gonna recognize a irrelevant stripper compared to Chip and Dale that's been around since like God, when did Chip and Dale come out? I'm about to look it up.
I think the 80, or well,
Release.
probably before then. I mean, I know they're in Kingdom Hearts for like a split second.
1943.
There it is.
It's Jesus Christ.
I just remember like the TV show briefly.
Anyway, that oh man, but I
I think, have you seen the trailer?
yeah, I watched it. It's
I
fuck.
think it's weird.
It's weird. Like how are
It's
you gonna
so
have one
weird.
2D, the other one 3D? That's weird. Anyway, I mean it's whatever. If I see it, I see it. More than likely, it's gonna come straight to Disney Plus or something. So
Yeah. Um, so going back to games real quick, because that whole huge topic on video games or TV shows and movies, series, and all that other stuff. Activision has, or Xbox has recently came out with a statement saying that Activision games, because you know we talked about our last podcast episode that Xbox had acquired Activision Blizzard, that their games are going to stay multi-platform. This means that Call of Duty and stuff like that will stay on PlayStation, and they also weirdly said that they would like to bring Call of Duty to Switch. I don't know how that would
that,
work.
that just sounds terrible.
It does. To me, it kind of seems like I think it was Black Ops 3 when Xbox One recently started coming out. I mean, they had to delay it a little bit, and then Black Ops 3 eventually came out, and there was no story mode. It was just all multiplayer for like the 360 version of Black Ops 3.
Black Ops
Uh,
4 is the only one that doesn't have a campaign.
well, Black Ops 3 has a campaign, but not for the 360 version. It was only zombies and multiplayer,
Oh right, right, right,
because of the
right,
graphics and all that stuff. And
right.
same thing
Oh
with
shit, you're right.
Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10. That was supposed to come out on previous consoles, and it kept getting delayed up to like a year, even after Mortal Kombat X had already came out, and it ended up getting like just overall canceled. Like they just didn't bring it to PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360
Right.
just because they couldn't get it to work. Um, but I guess in a way it could work because I mean, they've ported games like Doom to the Switch, and that works. And
Yeah,
Skyrim,
but with Call of Duty, it's the main focus with Call of Duty is the multiplayer. And with
yeah,
I mean obviously now, especially with like Vanguard and Cold War, like they were like they're so multiplayer focused, it became like cross gen. So
mm,
like cross project
crossplay.
well, cross play, cross progression, stuff like that. But it's like there's no shot. They are trying so hard to bring the Switch market like popular that they can like that just sounds like a more workload for like the developers and the code people who do the coding and stuff like that's so ridiculous. Just make like add like Call of Duty Online to the Switch. Like the I don't know if you know what Call of Duty Online is, but it's run
Yeah,
by
I've heard of it.
yeah. So like
It
it's
was
like
like a PS Vita type of
or
thing that was
or
exclusive for a little bit.
or even better, put Call of Duty Mobile on the Switch,
Ooh, there we go. That would
or
work.
or like PUBG Mobile on the Switch, like that. It's literally mobile. You can use a hotspot to connect to internet, and you'd be able to play online with your friends or whatever. Like
Right.
it's dumb. Like it's the same thing with like I mean the best example would be like how they did Pokemon Unite first on the Switch, then it got put on mobile. Or like
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
if
I could see that.
or like if they put like Wild Rift, which is like the legal small League of Legends game on mobile, just put it on the Switch. It's I don't understand. Like it's clearly the market for a Switch right now is where I mentioned about the hardware stuff
Right.
is specifically for like an alternative to mobile.
Right. Speaking of Activision games, the new Call of Duty is announced this year to be Modern Warfare 2, which is a sequel to the 2019's Modern Warfare reboot. They're saying that the game is going to be on a new engine, um, a whole new engine, which is going to be great. Um, and then uh, they're going to do a Warzone 2 type of deal, um, which I hope
Yeah,
this means like everything is reset, refresh, because I'm really tired of the whole fucking cross generation. I mean, you fucking boot up Modern Warfare and you get Modern Warfare, Warzone,
Cold
Cold
War
War,
and Vanguard,
Vanguard, all in one fucking menu, and it's fucking disastrous.
and it's fucking ugly.
It is.
So
So
I was literally bored one day. And I was like, you know what? I'm new map came out. I'm bored. Like I'm literally looking at it right now. I have Modern Warfare download. Well, it's Warzone, but
yeah,
I have it downloaded on my computer. I booted it up. Instantly fucking regret it. Number one, the they need to work on their optimization with that fucking game. It is so goddamn bad. Number
yeah.
two, the HUD, the like beginning before starting a game is so terrible. Like it's such a mess. Like good lord, like we don't need to see our like like I get it. People are spending money on these stupid ass skins for some reason, so they want to see the characters like
Attack on Titan.
like in the lobby. Oh, I'll fucking rip into that too. Um, but like we don't need to fucking see them walking. Give us an option to turn that shit off. People like your squad loading in, walking down the fucking thing. That's probably what's taking up most people's fucking computer space. That alone, before even
I'm not gonna
starting the
lie.
before starting the
I,
lobby.
I, I like that part. I think it's cool. I like seeing our squad together and stuff like that.
That's
Like, not like Fortnite necessarily, but like,
but again, again, it's fine. I got no
mm,
problem with it. It just needs to be optimized better.
yeah,
I don't have the greatest computer in the world, but good lord, the main menu takes up more RAM space than the fucking game, like the in game itself.
right.
Also, that Attack
Um,
on Titan skin is fucking trash.
it is. They're
Jesus
both trash.
Christ!
The gun skins look good.
Yeah,
Everything else about it is
the
trash.
armored Titan skin looks great. Like they need to bring more into that. They need to add more of that bullshit into Warzone. But good lord, if they stop making these terrible Attack on Titan skins, fucking lord.
Um, um, I
You know what fucking Levi looked like? A fucking
hmm.
weirdo with a wig on.
Looks like my cousin, and I know you don't know what he looks like, but um, I tried booting up Warzone 2 just because I wanted to try the new map
Yep, that's
like a couple
exactly why
days
I
ago,
downloaded it. I didn't
and
even get that far.
The Yeah, I didn't either. The title screen or whatever like froze on me and lagged. I had audio lag. I couldn't I pressed A to like load into when I finally did get it to work. I pressed A to load into like a regular like Warzone match and I kept timing out. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just try or play Rebirth or whatever until it fixes itself. Played one game of Rebirth and the game crashed and I was like, all right, this is my sign.
Yeah, I was like, yep, what a fucking waste. Jesus Christ. And the game is so fucking huge because it's cross progression bullshit with the different games.
Yep.
God, that game sucks.
So hopefully with Call of Duty getting delayed, which I don't know if we mentioned in the podcast earlier, Call of Duty is said to not have a game release in 2023, which is going to be a huge refresher. It'll give the team to focus on Modern
or
Warfare 2.
or add proper balance into their fucking games, cocksuckers. God. Sorry, I'm a
Yeah.
huge I was such a huge COD fan honestly up until Black Ops 4. And I'm like, how do they shit the bed so fucking hard? Granted, they've had their ups and downs, they had their problems, they had their difficulties, and leadership changes or whatever. But now it's like there's no excuse. Like that's you know like the Modern Warfare. God, I don't even want to talk about that. Anyway, we're moving on. I'm gonna start getting pissed
Okay,
off.
so video games, movies, I mean, we've been talking about both, but PlayStation is now coming out with a trailer, their own movie trailer for when they have PlayStation movies. So it looks like they're going to move on to start producing like more like PlayStation movie type games. Have you seen the trailer for the PlayStation movie?
No, I actually haven't. Is that like
So
is that like an advertisement
so
for like the Last of Us
it's
movie?
it's not a movie, but
Are you?
movie
Oh wait,
intro.
oh, wait,
I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send this to you.
are,
So
are you saying like it's like their own movie studio?
yeah, so like
Oh,
like when you watch a Marvel movie, like you get that infamous like Marvel like that sequence of like all the movies of like Iron Man and all them like in the logo like backdrops and then like it turns into Marvel Comics.
right,
Like it's the intro to the movie.
right. They're they're
Um
they're basically becoming a publisher for movies.
yeah, so
Got it.
PlayStation came out with their own trailer for it and I sent it to you by the way, check Messenger.
Yeah, give me a second. Um,
Um, so while you're doing that or watching that or whatever, but because Uncharted movie just came out, which I really want to see, but um, this might open the way for like a traditional Ratchet and Clank movie, not like the garbage cutscene one that was just a cutscene of the cutscenes of the game produced into a movie. Maybe we'll get an actual Ratchet and Clank movie, and then maybe a Last of Us movie or God of War. That would be great. A God of War movie. Um, Trying to think. Horizon,
right, like Horizon, Uncharted, The Last of Us is in development.
Uncharted. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna check out that PlayStation thing though.
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. That's on there.
Tsushima, yeah.
Um. And then I guess to wrap up, PlayStation announced that they are coming out with a PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, I'm excited for that. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
4K HDR, 120 hertz. God, you're about to see every pixel.
Yeah. Did you see what it looks like? They came out with a picture of it.
No. Oh, yes, I did. It almost looks like the Oculus.
Yeah.
It looks almost exactly like it. All right, so we're gonna have to wrap up here. We're definitely gonna continue on with this series. We're really enjoying making these videos for you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that follow button on our social media accounts. All our links will be in the uh, I guess comments below. I mean, you got Anything else to add?
Nope.
All right. Well, till next time, guys. Take it easy.
Peace.
And I'm out.